seekers and sojourners of truth, the 144, chosen of the chosen few. You all know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth, in this divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from nowhere other than dimension number 5. Always the place to be. Stand up if you're here with me. Look around if you're just getting in. Get comfortable. Get these fifth density lights that's hitting, whether you're in 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever dimension you're in, whatever dimensional traveling you're doing. Ooh, because the ascension is real. We are ascending. So I'm here sharing this time with you all. You see, I was in the rain, like healing. There's like healers. Let me say that. Healers, please get your healing. Get your healing, get your revealing. Take the time to walk in the rain. It was pouring down, and I literally went to walk to a park and just walk in the rain barefoot, walking past all the birds and the ducks. I was like, man, this park got a lot of birds, a lot of spiritual thoughts, grounding, connecting with nature. And I walked out there barefoot in the middle of, it was like a little pond, and it had a little piece of a stretch of earth that you could walk on. So I did. I don't know what made me go out there. I don't know what made me turn to that park, but I'm just following my instinct. And went out there past the ducks looking at me like, what's human doing out here? And then something I noticed, when it rains, I'm looking like, where the ducks gonna go? It started to pour and get heavier, and I'm looking at the little ducklings hiding under the mother. And I just stand out there and I'm looking around. I start talking to the earth, talking to the land, clearing the land, speaking to the ancestors that's rising, because the ancestors are on the rise right now. There's so much that the earth is unearthing in our ascension. We are unearthing. The body of the earth is unearthing. We, as manifestations in the body of the earth, are unearthing. So I'm sitting in the rain, standing in the rain, speaking to the earth, looking at the trees around me. And I look at all the birds, and they're just standing there. And I was like, let me take a page out of their book. Just standing in the rain and getting these raincoats. Get y'all some raincoats. When it's raining, don't be so quick to run in. I'm talking to my healers, especially if you've been doing a lot. A lot of us need some of that healing in the rain. Let it pour on your crown. Let it just pour over you. Whether you in your clothes, it don't matter. Just stand out there and let the rain touch you and allow it to cleanse you. Feel everything pouring off of you. We are shifting timelines, and in this ascension there's so much going on. And especially if you're one of the ones, the chosen of the chosen of the chosen few, and the ones that are doing a lot of healing, a lot of emanating your light, we need a cleansing as well. We need to just take the time, listen to your body. If your body says rest, take that rest. That's what I had to do for the past 2 days. And I almost didn't come and do this video. I literally was just laying there after being in the rain, coming, washing my hair, because I literally just let it all out and just laid there and sat with a couple of, sound frequency meditations and allow that to just, resonate with me. What was the rain codes giving me? What was it bringing? We've been getting a lot of sun codes, a lot of light codes. Don't leave out the rain codes, because there's some energy in that rain. Let it wash over you. Let it be a cleansing, process during this ascension symptom, because as I said, the ascension is real, and the energies are intensifying. The solar flares are intensifying, and there's so much happening as we've coming through the Sirius gateway and leading up to the halls of Amenti, which is the 8-8 portal. And while all the planets are where they are today, it's like I feel like a lot of us just kind of need to, zoom out and look at everything that's happening cosmically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and of course physically. And there's a lot of detachment that still needs to happen, which, by the way, as I say that, I'm going to be doing another detox, a detach. I feel it coming up. I'm just listening to spirit. So for those of you who didn't make the last one, or if you did and you're ready to go again, I'm probably only going to do that twice a year. The first time I did it was last year around this time, leading up to the AA portal Halls of Amenti, and it actually opened up the Halls of Amenti to us. For those who don't know, look up Halls of Amenti. This is Kemetic information. For those who don't know what Kemet is, it is ancient, what is known as ancient Egypt. So it's opening up those doorways, those avenues. And last year we did this leading up to that. So the detox, if you're interested in that, DM. I always say DM. Email me at akilatextry@gmail.com. And it's really giving us a chance to detox, not just the body. It's not about it's really about the mind. Ashe, there's so much going on in the mind. There's a lot of revealing to healing that needs to take place so that we can transcend and push the dimensional timelines in our soul. And what helps that is being able to practice. It's about a discipline. Let me put it that way, because a lot of people think it's about the food. Oh, I fast, so I detox, and it is good. It does help you because of all of the toxins that are in the foods that we're constantly eating, especially if you eat processed foods and things like that, which, I do at times as well. So there is information in the food. I always say that food is information. It's not just to fill you up and fill your gut. It is information, and it's speaking to your cells. It's speaking to how your cells are vibrating. So yes, when we fast, when we detox, it does help. But it's not just about the food. And that's why when I do the detox to detach, we're practicing detaching from habits, from behaviors. You're getting to know you. You're getting to know your mind. And this is what I'm inviting all of us to do. Even if you don't do the detox to detach, what I want to invite you all to do is really go deeper into the mind. Because we can take herbs, we can fast, we can detox, we can do all of this. But if we're not working in the soul, the entire mind, which is your soul's consciousness, then we're not saying much. We're not doing much. And whatever you do is a temporary fix. And I don't want to say it like belittling it and minimizing your work, our work, as if it's not worth it, but it's a continuum. It's continuous, proper maintenance. And that's something I really want to get across. That's been on my mind as I'm speaking about ascension. Because a lot of times people think that you can just do one thing, You think that you can just do, oh, okay, I got it, I did it, it's fixed, right? No. There's a continuum of what needs to be done. Continuously going in the mind, continuously going in the soul, and preparing a way. That's why there's a cycle. If we pay attention to the gates, which are the 12 houses, there's a cycle. And the first 6 are more dealing with the physical, right? Or as I would say, the physical, the man, and I don't mean gender, I mean like the masculine energy, the physical. And the second half is more spiritual. And it goes in a certain type of order. And I'm saying that because there's this cycle where we always got to have this death to rebirth. At some point, we have to face it. But we have to go through the mind. And it's a continuous, I know a lot of people don't really like to hear that because you just want to know that you got it done. You just want to know, all right, I did it. It's done. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depend on how you look at it, because this is the purpose of living eternally. Eternal living is to have you going over and over again. It's the reason why we can come and go in from this lifetime to the next lifetime, and granted such access, such grace. The fact that we can come and go again is grace. We're provided grace. And so the eternal living requires going on and on and on, doing it again, doing another level. You learn it, you get to that level, you unfold. It's the manifold of time. You're an unfolding soul. So when we do something, there's not a one way I did it, or a one issue. You're like, okay, I dealt with that, I'm done. And it's like your soul is going, Because we got a bunch of stuff packed in the junk in the trunk. In the trunk of your soul. There's a lot of junk in there. And the soul, the spirit, I should say, needs the soul to handle it, to address it, to face it. So I say this so that we see the works that has to be done in our ascension. As we're ascending and ascending throughout time and crossing the timelines, it's an ongoing process. That's why they say the wisest man he knows nothing at all. Because the thing is, a lot of times with humans is we know something and we think we got it. You know, like, oh yeah, I got it. I got this. I'm wise now. I'm wiser now. Yeah, we just think we got it. And the wisest man, true wisdom, the wisest man knows I know nothing at all. So even when I get it, I know that, oh snap, there's more to go. I mastered this, and that is it. It's another level. True self-mastery is knowing that there's more to master. It means that you're prepared every time something comes up and there's something else to unfold. It's time to practice self-mastery. And as I say that, I want to also remind us that there are, in this ascension, as we're in 5D and entering into 5D, and I remember saying this in my first 5D group working on the light grid activation, that there are 4 levels, if you will, to spiritual awakening or ascension or whatever it is that you call it. And that's learning, growing, experiencing, and then mastery. And learning is like that level where you're just getting in. You're just getting information. It's just now, it's illuminating. It's just now, coming into your consciousness and into your awareness. So you're learning this information. It's being shown to you. That's the first level, right? The second level is growing. So now that you've learned, now there's growing. And the growing is what I call growing pains. This is where we get the growing pains. Stuff is happening, right? Whatever it is that you're learning, now it's time to, let's say, put it to the test. Now it's time for you to start growing through it. So this is where I would say it's kind of like the awkward stage, or the stage that maybe most people don't like, because you learn something, and this is the thing. When we learn something, we think we got it. Just like I said earlier, you think you wise now. Oh, you a big man now. You grown now. So you made it. And so when you learning stuff, a lot of times when people in the first level, they think they made it. They learned something new and they're like, I got it. I made it. It's like, no, you're on the first level. You on the first step. You're just getting the information. You're just now opening your eyes and being able to see all of this stuff that was always there and right in front of you, but now you see. And then with everything that you're learning, at a certain point, after learning, and even while you're learning, you're getting a little bit of lessons thrown at you here and there, but when you get to that next level, here comes the growing pains. This is now where you're growing through what you are learning. And things are starting to happen that's really pulling you apart. It's really tugging at you. Right, Ashe? So you may have losing family members, losing people, losing jobs. Like, you're going to lose things. Things are just going to be falling apart. It doesn't always have to be lost, but it's going to feel like loss, because you're growing through something now. And what you used to know that is no longer relevant, it's not, but you're still trying to hold on and make it relevant with this new information that you got. So it's almost like it's a clash now. There's a clash with what now your new information, true information, and what you're used to. So there's a clash between those things, and now you have to have growing pains so that you can grow from those old ways. And then the third one is experiencing. When you experience is where it's like you're still having growing pains, you're still doing the growing, but now you're growing with a different type of knowing, if that makes sense. When you're at level 3, you're now manifesting. You're now really seeing things come about at level 3. You're a practitioner. You're an advanced practitioner. Level 3, you're practicing. You're experiencing through practice with a different set of eyes and with wisdom now. So you're taking your growing pains and you're growing through this, but with the mindset of, I'm experiencing. It's like when a practitioner, when you go and you practice, like in the medical field, and they do their practicing on, you know that you're a practitioner. You know you're here to be actually practicing this, and you're aware of it. So you're a little bit more experienced. While you're experiencing, it's another level from growing, because when you're growing, you really growing through the pains, and it's like, whoa, what is this tornado? What's going on? But you're a little bit more spiritually mature when it comes to experiencing, because you're aware that you're a practitioner in time and you're practicing. And then level 4 is mastery. When you're mastery now, don't, that also doesn't mean, okay, now I got it. Because a true master knows that you have to be ready at a drop of a dime every time within time to master something again and again and again, which means you got to be prepared to go back to 1. Remember, wisest man knows he knows nothing at all. The wisest master knows he knows nothing at all. So even in his highest level of spiritual mastery, the master knows, when you're really at self mastery, you know, I got to go back to level 1. You're not going to act like you above it because, oh, I mastered this, or beat up on yourself like some people do, like, oh, I mastered this, why am I dealing with it again? You're dealing with it at a new level. You're not dealing with that same thing again. At mastery, you know there's levels to this. So here's your next unfolding level, and you have to approach it. This is why it says, come to me through the child. Suffer them not to come on to me. You have to go back to level 1. You have to come like how a child comes, like, I'm ready to learn. So a true master and true self-mastery, you know that when something comes up, you got to come at it from the angle of, I'm the student again. I'm at level 1 again. Level 4 of mastery teaches you that you got to always be ready to go back to level 1. And it's not a going back as in you're, going backwards. It's cycling around, and it's like, oh, here I am at level 1 again. This is a part of the ascension. And this is why some people find it hard to believe in reincarnation and stuff, because they don't see why they have to come back. Because then it's like, why would I come back as if I'm going backwards? No, you going back is not going backwards. It's a part of the ascension. The ascension is real. You coming back to level 1, you coming back to earth through the womb and back as a baby again, is not because it's not going backwards. It's actually going forward to the next level. You're leveling up. And some maybe only level up a little bit at a time, inching. Some of us have removed so much soot on our soul that we make a huge step ascension in the next lifetime. Right? That's why some of us are like the chosen of the chosen of the chosen few. These are the ones of us who have come here, who have ascended majorly and have come to take a major step in this lifetime to fully take advantage of this earth shift, the planetary shift into the 5th dimension in all of its ways through the cosmos of times, to take advantage of all the cosmic shifts that are helping to aid this process. We're aware of this before we come into this earth. We're aware. That's why a lot of us have chosen to be here and take advantage of that change, of that shift holistically in our soul, knowing that it's going to take us to that next level. We did that on purpose. It's not an accident. The ascension is real as steel. So we have to honor what we chose to do. As spirit, we chose to come here and have this experience and level up. It's a forward movement, not just for us, but for the planetary existence. The planet in and of itself is on a forward movement in the 5th dimension. There's no stopping it. Ain't no stopping us now. I'm on the move. We moving. We moving and we grooving. So we have to become attuned. We got to tune in to tune up. Because while that's happening, oh, the parasitic energies don't like that. Please know that. That was something I really wanted to convey to us. There's these desperate energies, and I've been talking about them, but we got to really be aware, and we need to be aware of these parasitic energies out there that are, and it's so behind the scenes. And this is what I found myself saying to someone earlier as I'm sharing it with you, that it's not the details, right? And this is the thing about the South Node. Our South Node is in Virgo. And this is one of the things that we want to not be so focused on. Don't be so focused on the details in that way. But understand that the details are exemplifying something that is happening behind the scene. It's not about the details. It's about what's happening in the energy behind the details. This is why the veils are thin. So that we can see what's going on in the energy realm. Everything is energy, and we say this, but do we know it when things are happening, when things are arising? This is why we have to detach and depersonalize. It's not about that particular person. Some of these people are NCPs. Did I say that right? NPC. I feel like I'm mixing up the letters, but you know what I mean. NPCs, non-participating players. That's what I call them. Or non-something players. You know what I mean. A lot of them are background people, and you're allowing them to distract you, and they do anything and everything to distract you and slow you, even if it's to take up your time for an hour or two debating with them, talking about things that they know they're not going to budge on, but their mode, their angle is to waste your time, take your time, distract you in time, so that you are not able to transit in time. It's like holding onto your shirt so that you can't, pulling on your clothes while you're crossing the timeline and wanting to hold you back. And in your mind, you may think you're helping someone. We really got to look at the entire energy scope of it, where we think that we're helping them, but we're not. We think we are, but the joke's really on us because they're just wasting your time. Thank you. Time. See, I'm being called time. They're just wasting the time. And so I say this so that we know, like, there's just so much going on. Excuse me if I'm I'm really somber right now because I was getting my healing, my rain pouring down on me, and there's so much to talk about. Not to mention the 5D calendar, still talking about that. Thank you for those of you who who got your discount. Shout out to those of you who got your discount, and thank you to those of you who are supporting and want some of this calendar action. And it's really good. Like, I can't wait till we do the workshops with the calendar. If you want a calendar, remember you can get them at a 5D corner near you, which is at my email, akilahtextry@gmail.com, akilahtextri@gmail.com. So I'm going to close that up because this is just like, this was a very like somber kind of live, and I usually like to vibe with y'all, and maybe everybody else caught in the rain too. I don't know. But sending y'all all love and light, and we'll talk more about these energies. I really want to get into what's happening behind the scenes. Like, these are things that we really gotta like look out for energetically, spiritually, and they're coming up and they're happening in ways where you won't even believe. We cannot look at anything surface level. Love and light, hearts right back at you. It's not surface level, it's everything. And I feel like when I'm talking to people, it's like it makes me not want to talk to them, but I know that's what the energies want. It wants to shut us up. It wants to shut our light up and shut us down. And I know a lot of you chosen ones out there who's doing the work, it can feel tiring. It could feel like a waste of time, because it does. I'm with you. I feel it sometimes. It's like, why even bother? Why even say anything? Sometimes even doing these videos, I know that that's a lot of the attack that it wants me to feel. Like, why bother? But I remember what I'm here for. I remember what Spirit is guiding me to do and share with those who do show up. And for those, because every time they do, I guarantee you, those who come through workshops, those who come through when they're doing the work, they always say, man, I needed this. Man, we need to have this. I've had people tell me I need to like price mines very high and all kind of stuff. I've had people come back and say, man, when I took that workshop one time, it changed my whole life, because we're going into the soul. We're tapping into the soul. Hey now, hey now. I saw hey now and then I just heard the song. Hey now, hey now. But yeah, this is something that when you do it, this is why I want to encourage us to take workshops that have to do with your soul. It's not all about just taking material things, herbs and stuff like that. And yes, they help out. However, and in addition to that, what's most important is the soul work. Are you tapping into your soul? You could heal so many things with the mind. That's where the real work is at. Tapping into your subconscious mind. That's why I always talk about shadow work, because if you're not doing shadow work, you're not tapping into your subconscious. And everything is happening on a vibrational level. True heart vibrations, vibrational, expressional. That's 5D. 5D is that expression. So if you're here and if you're when you're experiencing 5D, it's not about the details. We can't look at things like that no more. You look at it, but you look at it to see what energy is behind it. Where is it coming from? How is it coming from? Whose character is it coming from? That would tell you everything about that energy. How did that thing come into your life? Did it sneak up on you? Did it surprise you? Did it feel like an infiltration? If it felt like an infiltration, then it's coming through the energy of infiltration. Don't try to sugarcoat it because it's somebody you love and somebody you know and somebody you want to help. We got to be honest with the energies, Ashe. How are they showing up for themselves? What are they coming through? What are they streaming through? Because this is how these energies want to get to us. And stop the light and slow down the light, because they can't stop the light. The light is accelerating at a fast pace, but they want to slow us down because we're helping to accelerate the light. The more we clear our channels, because we're conduits of the light energy and information, the more we clear our channels, aka shadow work, then the more we are moving resistance and we become a clear, a strong conduit for these light codes to come in faster, stronger, streaming through all of us and beaming out into the atmosphere to others, blinding those shadows in the dark. And they don't want that. So you're going to see a lot of that kicking up right now, especially in the families and in the homes. There's going to be a lot of infiltration in the families and the homes. Jupiter in Cancer all year, there's an expansion on the family, and it's almost like something opened up that's allowing our ancestors to be on the rise. This is the best time, the opportune time to do ancestral work, ancestral healing. The ancestors are on the rise through the earth, throughout the earth, the ancestors' imprints. And I want to say imprint because I don't want people to think that it's the ancestor itself. It is a dimension of these ancestors. It's the imprint that the ancestors have left behind. Just like there's an imprint on the collective earth, there's a collective imprint from the age of the ram that we're cutting through and clearing up. All right, recovering from a direct hit a few months ago. See, the worst nightmare in my family. Ashe, Ashe, and I send you so much love and light. Thank you for sharing. I send you so much love and light to surround you while you're going through whatever it is, and as you're coming through it, you are a strong one. You are a light. You are a part of the ascension, and don't think of yourself as nothing less. A lot of you are, we're helping to stabilize the frequencies right now. A lot of us are holding space so that people don't lose their mind more rapidly. Because a lot of people are losing it. Because the spiritual awakens are happening in a way that they can't comprehend. They can't digest it. They can't metabolize it. So it's hard for them. How do we manage folks who Discredit. Ooh, you speaking my language. Ugh, that's what I come from. How do you manage folks who discredit our reality as insanity? Well, first know that they are the ones that's insane. Like one of the things I started to do, and well, let me finish what you're saying. Not trying to throw you off. Oh, no worries, no worries. I like when you communicate. I was actually gonna sign off right before y'all came on and started talking because I'm like, well, nobody ain't in here to talk to, and this is why I do the lives. I do the lives so we could converse. So, no worries about throwing me off. Into my inquiry with the when time permits. Okay, I always leave my glasses. I finally found them, and now I left them inside. Um, how do we manage? Let me answer that. Because people are always going to discredit you. Matter of fact, you were born in a family that was already discrediting you. I can say that. Chosen ones, I'm one of them. I was born in a family that was already prepared through the parasitic energies to discredit you, to mess with your third eye, to make you feel like you don't see what you see, you don't feel what you feel, you don't know what you know, to discredit you and kind of keep you down. But as we're awakening, as we're strengthening ourselves, as we are doing our revealing to healing journey, we uncover that. It falls away. Yet still, even in our surety, when we build back our strength and we build back our surety, they still discredit you. They will always discredit because they're running from accountability. They don't want to have accountability. They're afraid of it because then it takes them out of the illusion that they want to live in. They're really holding on to these illusions with a death grip, like it's oxygen mask for them. It's very narcissistic. Basically, that's the narcissistic system. So the only thing you can do, let me say, I can tell you what I have done. One of the first things is to know that when they're discrediting me as insanity, as crazy, I then, once I empowered myself, I then saw that as a sign, like, thank you for showing me who you are. Now I know who not to mess with at a certain level. Thank you for letting me know, because if you're letting me know that I'm crazy, when I know what I know, that means you don't want no parts. Thank you for letting me know who you are. Thank you for letting me know not to share any information with you. So when I get some information that say the ship is going down, I'm going to leave you and let you drown. Think that's one less person I got to worry about. That's how I first started to handle it. Like, you know what? Thank you. Please let me know that I'm crazy. I love it when y'all tell me that I'm crazy because I know that you're not on my level. Let me keep it that way. It made it easy to separate the sheep from the goat, to separate it. That's what it does. So when you think that somebody with you, guess what? If you hear that they think you crazy, if you hear that they're discredited, if you witness them discrediting you, then then you know they're calling you crazy, then that clears it up for you. Know that they're not on your level. And I'm not saying this in a way to say, oh, you better than, we better than, but know what you know. And at least you know not to drag around no dead weight. So that's how I looked at it. Like, thank you for letting me know not to drag your behind around. No dead weight. Thank you for letting me know that you are not for me. You're not aligned with me. So you could never have my best interests of my soul and my spirit at hand because you don't even have yours at hand. If you think I'm crazy and I got the real information, the true information, and you're still living in a falsehood and you think I'm crazy, shows me who the crazy one really is. But if we tell them that, they're not going to believe it. Right? You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, thank you. I'm glad that helps. So glad you found me too. Welcome. That's why I say people please like, subscribe, share, because it helps those in remote places to find us, to find the lighthouse and the light colonies. Feel free to join. I'm about to do a detox coming up. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm about to do a detox. I'm listening to spirit what day to do it, but I know it's going to be definitely leading up to the halls of Amenti, which is the 8-8 portal. So sometime between now and the 8-8 portal, we're going to do a detox to detach. That's really going to help us to dive in deep into our soul, looking at where some patterns are and things like that. And I have some other little mini 3-day workshops coming up as well. So kind of just listen to that. Subscribe if you haven't already, so that you get a little notice or something like that. Or you can email me and I'll send you information when you want to know, because there's so much that comes out of our meetings. I give so much more in-depth information in our meetings, and anyone who's been in there, they know. And they're like, whoa. I didn't know this, or I didn't see this, or, we just kind of highlight it and bring it to the forefront. So feel free, email me at akilatextry at gmail.com, AKILAHTEXTRI at gmail.com. And I'll definitely share more. Thank you for asking that question, because it lets me know this is something that I need to talk about more and even share more, even in our workshops, because people need steps. Sometimes we need to know from someone who experienced it. How do we get through it? And I'm still being discredited with family members. I just had to release and just let them go. They're going to always discredit you. So, and then the second thing, thank you, Spirit. The next step in that, humor. Humor helps. That's why I wanted to do a solar plexus workshop, because humor is one of the instruments, if you will, of the solar plexus. And it's one of the things that really gets us out of this. When you find humor in these things, let yourself laugh. Don't be mad. Excuse me. Throat. I need to take a break and get some water now. That Spirit saying, time to wrap it up. But I want to say this before I go. Don't be mad. Laugh. Find the humor in it. They may be doing something that's not funny and it did offend you, and I understand that. I'm not minimizing what they are doing, but find the humor in wherever you can find humor, and laugh. When you see people doing things that just grinds your gears, like those people, really overly religious people that want to do certain, it's like, man, that really annoys me. Don't let it annoy you. Find the humor in it. Some people may call you insensitive. Oh, why are you laughing at them? Hey, I gotta laugh so that I keep the sanity in my mind. So when I find humor in it, then it's like it kind of takes off the pressure, the ease. It's, oh, okay, look at them like, oh, poor little baby, you got your pimples on backwards. Oh, poor thing. I gotta find a joke. I gotta make the joke, find the joke, and just look at them like, oh, they don't know no better. And that way you don't feel so frustrated and you don't take on the offense, because they are projecting. They want you to feel some type of way because they want to stop you from what you're doing. That's part of the plan. It's part of the parasitic plan, the energy, the agenda, to stop you at all costs. So anything to belittle you and make you feel less than. And again, that's a hit at your solar plexus. That's why the way that you Dragon Ball Z that back to them, they throw you something, you go like this, like they do in the anime. You Dragon Ball Z that up, make your joke, make it a humor, and then you throw it back at them. Humor. That's funny. Don't let them hit you in your solar plexus. You catch it and then spin it around like the sun ball that it is. The sun represents your solar plexus. So just turn your sun, turn your light, and then send it back to them. Take that, Skeletor. Right? Can I have the email once more, please? Sure. Hi, Crystal. Dance off. That's right. So it's akilatextry at gmail.com. AKILAHTEXTRI at gmail.com. So email me and I'll definitely get any information to you that you need. You can email me for one-on-ones too. I forgot to mention that. Anyone who may want a one-on-one, especially during these high energetic times, this major cosmic shift and ascension in time, and a lot of people are going through it, and sometimes we just need a little one-on-one to help guide, to help you understand your natal chart. I usually tell people come with their natal chart, because I can help you understand that, so you can read the stars for yourself. You can read yourself as a star and know where your star is in the lineup, in the alignment. So always remember, tune in to tune up. Always remember to be a part of the remembering and be a part of this process, because it's a part of you. Ashe. Ashe. So let me let that go. Give my throat a little break, get some water, and then I will reconvene with you all in the next live. With that said, each one reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start right here in your beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light. Thank you, and we're welcome. Peace.